In today's paddleboarding adventure, we're heading down to Pelican Waters to explore Bells Creek and check out the Pumice Stone Passage. Let's go. Pelican Waters is to the south of Caloundra, the southernmost part of the Sunshine Coast in Queensland, Australia. We're at the Caloundra Powerboat Club. Behind me is the very northern end of Bribie Island. You can probably see over in the very back there's a little bit of choppiness where the waves are coming in, very popular with kite surfers, so probably a little bit windy for us as far as locations go. A couple of kayaks and things out there today, huge big container ship over in the background just waiting to go down the passage and into the Port of Brisbane. This beach is quite nice, a nice little picnic area as well, good array of parking, but we're going to go a little bit further south. Don't know if you can see that. That was a stingray, just a wee one sitting on the bottom of the riverbank. It's pretty shallow here, lots of little sandbanks and things, but yeah, being June, the water's actually quite cold, so I'm pretty sure you could still swim in it if you wanted to. It's a wee bit mangrovey through here. There's a couple of little mangrove islands, so it's a really interesting little ecosystem. Where we are at the moment, there's evidence of little crabs burrowing into the sand on the bottom of the river, so it's very tidal. I imagine that if you come here at low tide, you probably either get stuck in the mud or not be able to actually do any paddling. But yeah, interesting wee spot. The river is actually quite shallow in a lot of spots, and it's a little bit mucky and sandy on the bottom, so a bit silty, a bit sandy. However, I just dug my paddle in and it went in probably a good 20 centimetres. So I don't think getting off your board and standing on the bottom is such a good thing. You're going to get stuck in the mud. So a bit of an eerie kind of a feel to it where there's mangroves, eh? It's kind of reminds me of that TV show, The Ozarks. I've never been there. So yeah, it's really interesting actually looking through the water to the bottom of the riverbed where you can see the sand. Every so often there's these wee divots about the size of maybe like a tyre, spare tyre of a small car. And these are little spots that the stingrays like to hide out in. So poor wee things are just sitting there having a nice old time, chilling out until they see my paddleboard and then they sort of scoot off. Yeah, it's really cool to see them. They're very well camouflaged, so you don't tend to notice them until they move. Hopefully we got some on camera, but we've seen probably about 5 in this paddle, so that's pretty cool. Getting to that later part of the afternoon where the sun's actually going down a little earlier than normal. Doesn't change a lot here in Queensland, being a lot closer to the equator than most parts of the population of Australia, so we don't tend to have much change in the day length, which is quite a lot different from Scotland, because some areas of Scotland, like where we were last year, Shetland, it barely gets dark right in the middle of summer, which is right about now because we're having winter here. So yeah, it's just got that kind of autumn kind of afternoon feel and a nice crisp sort of day. So it's not a cold day, it's a little bit fresh. The breeze is certainly making that a wee bit cooler. I think it was about 17 degrees, a cool 17 degrees. It's funny, whenever it got to 17 in Scotland, it always felt quite warm. Here it's a bit chilly, but yeah, some really beautiful light on the water. Just really gives that serene kind of relaxed aspect to the environment. These little guys are really cool. They're mangroves. They're like growing in a swampy environment, and you can see these little spiky bits that have come up past the mud and through the water, and I believe they're part of the root system of the mangroves that actually help them breathe. So there's so many places around here that you could actually put in from. Behind me you can see Caloundra. Down from there there's a couple of little inlets that go into the canals, into Pelican Waters. This is actually a little bit nicer down here. There's sort of picnic facilities and whatnot, barbecues, little huts, lots of shady trees, nice sandy beaches. And then a bit further south and round the corner into the mouth of the Bells River is where we were just before. So this is all the Pumice Stone Passage here, relatively sheltered as far as waves and the ocean goes. However, like I said before, it can be a bit windy, but yeah, there's certainly plenty of areas to check out. There's a bike path all the way along, so if you do come and it is a little bit on the windy side, then yeah, there's plenty to do. Getting a bit late for a paddle now, but this is the canal system I was talking about before that you can come and paddle in as well. This little park is on one of the main roads into Pelican Waters, and you can see there's a nice wee beach behind me there. It looks like there's a guy setting up a wood-fired pizza truck at the moment, so yeah, come at the right time. You can have yourself some pizza as well. For more information on paddleboarding at this location, check out our website, which includes specifics on directions, parking, weather conditions and water entry points, along with information on water temperature where available. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching our video. If you enjoyed it and found it helpful, please support us by liking, subscribing, clicking notification and sharing with your paddleboarding mates. While you're here, check out some of these other videos. See you next time.